All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another TV in for review. This is the Sony 48-inch A9S OLED television set. The word is this is basically kind of like a small version of the TV that I have in my lobby, the A9G, just shrunken down. So we're gonna get this out of the box, we're gonna get it set up, play some Xbox on it probably, and then we'll give you some thoughts and impressions in the full review. So what we're gonna do first is get it from the top. You know, I think this is gonna be a pretty popular TV set because of the size. For me personally, I think I would have loved to have a smaller OLED set, but everything's been kind of relegated to like 55 inches and up. But this one I was thinking of maybe keeping it in my office for like a monitor for my computer. Or if I'm doing like a podcast, have it on the far wall so I can see myself and the guests and stuff like that. But inside here we have a bunch of panel covers for the back, which is going to cover up the wires, your HDMI and all that stuff, so you don't get to see that hanging out back there. Not that you're going to be looking at the back of your TV anyways. Got the setup guide. Got some manuals and the remote control. This is the same one that comes with the A9G. And they only have the little brackets for the, I believe for the base and the screws. And here is the base. It's pretty weighty. See, it's a couple pounds. Solid like a rock. Let's move this. Very light. Just gonna leave this right over here. So we're gonna do something I don't normally do, and that is read the setup guide. So I guess we have to put the base together first, then we're gonna drop the TV on the base and then screw it in from behind. This looks like some cable management here. Drop those right on top. There are little mounting points here, little holes there that line up with these little nubs. And you just take that and you drop that on there. It just locks on. Then if you look on the other side here, you'll see the little screw holes. So it's two screws per side. Now we're just gonna take the TV and drop it on the top. There we go. So the brackets just go right into those little slots there. All right, so that's pretty simple. All right, so for connections, we got your regular cable antenna connection, cable coax connection. Got your LAN input, digital optical output, RS-232 for some home control, home automation. Then we have 3 HDMI ins right here. There's HDMI 4, HDMI 3 is ARC. This is eARC compatible. There's HDMI 2, USB input on the side there. And on this side here, on the other edge, there's the first HDMI in, 2 more USB inputs. We've got a headphone out, jack, video in, and then external IR remote in as well. So that's it for inputs. And you can see that the back is kind of open here. That's where those plastic panels come into play. So if you wanted to, you can cover up all that after you get your cables in so it looks nice and clean. But we're not going to do that because we're not going to be hanging out behind the TV. So this TV, just like the A9G, has the X1 Ultimate processor in it. It's got pixel contrast booster, and it's got the acoustic surface. So it's supposed to give you, what is it called? S-Force sound? So it's supposed to give you like a simulated surround sound, simulated Dolby Atmos surround sound. At least that's what the literature says. Obviously we're going to put that to the test and see how good it actually does sound for such a small TV. It does run off of Android. I don't know if it has the latest version of Android, but it is Android. It's got HDR, it's got Dolby Vision, it's got a lot of the Sony picture processing modes. It's Netflix calibrated. Well, it's got Netflix calibration mode. It's IMAX enhanced for all those Sony 4K Blu-rays that are out there. It's CalMan auto calibration ready, so you can get the best out of the TV. And it's fairly compact, coming in at 42 inches wide by 24 inches high by 2 inches deep. And that's without the stand.
I don't know though, because in the menu of the Xbox, there's a bunch of settings that have to be green, and I saw some of them yellow, some of them red, and we were looking in the TV menu to see if there was that option for advanced HDMI settings, like advanced video. Usually that allows the Xbox to enable all those check marks to be green. We'll show you right now what check marks I'm talking about. And we're looking for the setting that allows this stuff to turn green, but we can't find it. Alright, so we found it in an area of the TV where it normally isn't found on most Sony TVs, especially some older ones. As soon as you hit the action menu button, you're presented with the thing at the bottom to which you have to go to settings. It'll show you this, the first one, watching TV. You would never think to find it there, especially with that Wi-Fi thing on the top right. But then at that point, external inputs is where we want to be. And HDMI signal format needs to be enhanced. Of course, we connected it to HDMI 3 eARC. Right over here, that's where you get the option of 4K 60, 420, 10-bit, 444, 422. So that's what we need to be on. What we were dealing with before earlier on the A9S, before we activated the enhanced signal and the HDMI settings, which were hard to find, by the way, it felt like we were getting 25 to 30 milliseconds in 1080 and in 4K. And even in the Xbox One menu, it said that, you know, oh, your TV doesn't support all these different modes. The whole thing about 4K on Xbox when you're buying a new TV is you want it to be all green. We weren't getting that. We activated the enhanced signal thing that gives you 444 color sampling, 4K 60 Hertz, the whole nine. Right now, it feels amazing. You already saw it, Patrick. I made a couple of folks quit in Rocket League because the input lag factor feels right. I don't know, somebody said 8 milliseconds at some demo. It feels good. I mean, I'm used to about 10 or 11 milliseconds, so anything before 15 milliseconds. Yeah, 8 is pretty low. On this size panel with this quality and this sound quality as well, you can't go wrong with this. How much is this, like 1900? I mean, the LG CX is like 15, so I don't know. There's some other features that this has, like the Netflix calibrated mode and all that stuff, but we're not getting into brand wars and we're not getting into any other features. We just want to know about the gaming aspects of it. And
Right guys, so that's our quick thoughts, well, Elias's quick thoughts on gaming performance on the Sony A9S OLED television set. Make sure you guys stick around for the full review where we'll go through the setup, check out some picture settings, and then give you my thoughts and impressions, my own personal thoughts and impressions on whether or not this TV is going to be good for you guys, especially for the small size, which I think is key for this particular model. You want to use it as a desktop monitor, as a monitor for your kids, TV for your kids. I think it's a great size for those people that want to get into getting a nice quality, actually one of the best quality OLEDs out there. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
it was kind of like going in and out of focus. Now let me stop.
Probably, I wouldn't.